I don't pitch or ask anyone to buy anything on a sales call. They always ask me what's next. Let's talk about it. But first, if you're new here, my name is T, and I help service based business owners increase their profits by improving their operations. And how do I know what I'm talking about? Well, for the last 15 years, that's what I've done for a living. I have launched and ran service based businesses, and I've generated millions in revenue. I've worked with hundreds of clients, thousands of customers, and I hear the same thing all the time. T, I was having such a wonderful sales call. I was in the flow, I was talking to the person, we were chatting back and forth, and they were such a good fit for my service. But then it got really awkward towards the end, and I started to pitch, and they never got back to me again. It just felt really, really strange, and I get so awkward in sales calls. How do I convert people over from a a sales call over to an actual client, someone that's actually purchasing the services that I'm offering? And the truth is, you don't do that on a sales call. You do that way before the sales call has even started. That's probably the problem that you're having. So I used to be just like that. I used to just take sales calls and talk to them a little bit, follow a script, start pitching. It never works. It doesn't work very well. If you want to increase your lead to close rate, and if you want to increase the number of people that are on sales calls that actually convert over into actual paying clients, then you need to start that work way before the call even starts. And it starts right here with your marketing. That's the first step. Most likely, if you're marketing correctly, right? People already know who you are. So by the time they get on a sales call with you, they're already like, hey T, what's going on? How are you? It's so great to meet you. That's how the sales call should start. And if someone gets on the call like they're already your best friend, you have already done a really great job with your sales process. So that is step one. You want them to get to know you as much as possible. But what if I'm not on social media? What if my face isn't always everywhere? What if that's not the case? Well, you can do that with automations. So not only do you feel like you know me because you watch my videos or you saw a video that resonated with you and you liked my vibe and you thought to yourself, let me schedule a call, let me message her and chat, then most likely you did that. And then once you did that, you're like, hey, how's it going? I love your videos. I love talking to you, etc. I've seen your marketing, and you're in that flow. But if you're not there yet and you haven't set that up, or you're not that type of marketer, then you let the automations do that for you. So on top of all that, I also have a welcome email that goes out the minute they schedule a call. It introduces myself fully to them. It provides them with my statement of experience, and it also sends them to my about page if they need to see who I am, see my face, and more about me. I want them to get to know me as much as possible. Also, the sales thing has already started. By the time they message me and schedule a call, if they schedule that call, it asks them which service they might possibly be interested in, as well as the starting costs for those services. So there's no confusion as to what I offer and what I do. And so they already have checked that button. And maybe possibly I might have already sent them a proposal. If it's a service that does not change, is not customized, they may have also gotten a proposal as well. So all that has happened before. If you can get that out of the way, it weeds out people, saves you time. And by the time you get on that sales call, you don't have to pitch. Now, once someone gets on a sales call, then you can have fun and treat them like humans, like me and you are talking right now, and you don't treat them like wallets, okay? Because they can feel that. Consumers are very smart and they're very savvy now. We know when an ad is coming. We know when a pitch is coming. We know everything. We can even watch TV shows and tell when you're trying to sell something. It's gotten that good. Don't try to pitch on those sales calls. Be regular. Be a human. Try to solve their problems. And don't gatekeep. Yes, do not gatekeep. I don't gatekeep on my sales calls. I think it's a really bad idea. If someone asks you a question, answer them genuinely and give them the resources. I care about people, so if they never even hire me, I feel good knowing I hung that phone up. I got market research. I know the questions they're asking. I can make a video about it. I've got free market research right there. And then on top of that, they're gonna go out and do something because I helped them. That is very important to me. The sales is extra. So when you treat people like humans and not like wallets, it makes the sales process so much easier. Okay, and so you make that as simple as possible. And then be okay with being quiet and shutting up. I'm talking to those people that don't know how to zip it. When you get on those sales calls, be quiet. Let the people talk. Let them tell you your problems. You know how long it's been since some people have been listened to? It's been a long time. Let people talk and listen. You could maybe say a little bit on the call and they will still say that's the best sales call I ever heard. Because you shut up and you let people talk and you heard them and you listen to them. And then be okay with uncomfortable silence. At the end of the call, wait. After they say their last question, get quiet and wait. Get really comfortable with this. Get comfortable with that. That empty space, the other person will speak up. Most likely they will say something like, so, what would it be like to work with you? Tell me more about your services. And then you can sell. Unleash yourself. Be the beautiful salesperson you are. Talk about your business. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. And I promise you, your sales calls will be way much better. If you just take these little pieces of advice, your sales calls will be so much better. If you have any questions, please come join me on Fridays. Every single Friday, I am live on Zoom for free, giving free business consulting, coaching, any questions you ask, no gatekeeping at all. It's called Friday Strategy Sips. It's 6:30 Eastern Standard Time every single Friday, rain or shine. I would love to see you there, and I hope you enjoy this video. If you have any questions about your sales process or sales calls, feel free to comment below. I would love to chat with you about it.